Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies Podcast with your host, Boom Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
Hey guys, I'm Boom Shikha. I welcome you to another series in my podcast. And as continuing with the laws of the universe, today we'll be speaking about the law of gender. This is an interesting one for me because for the longest time, I was confused about this law. It's a difficult one to understand, for me at least. It might not be for you. But basically the law says that everything has male and female. It's not just, it's similar to the law of polarity, saying that everything has a negative side to it. So good and bad goes together, and nothing is purely good and nothing is purely bad. But in the law of gender, masculine and feminine energies are always in the world together to balance the world out. So the laws of the universe are always about balance. Everything in the world requires balance in order to sustain itself in this world. Anything that does not have balance, it eventually fades out and it dies out, because balance is required for something to keep on perpetuating itself, keep on moving forward in this world. The law of gender says that the masculine and feminine energies have to exist in this world together in order to provide balance to this universe. So it's not possible for anything to have only masculine energy or only feminine energy when they're both of those energies and they're both sustained and encouraged, is when that individual or that mass will perpetuate itself. In ourselves, in our lives, everyone has masculine and feminine energies. Obviously, sometimes masculine energies are more predominant in someone, or feminine energies more predominant in someone. So, they kind of portray their personality in that regard. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. That's not what it has to do with, but it has to do more with their energies. So for me, I've always been a big tomboy. And so from when I was very, very young, I was the kind of girl who would go out and play with the boys. I loved to play sports. I had really, really short hair because my mom didn't want to help, didn't want to take care of it. So I had boy cut short hair. And so, I looked like a boy, I ran around like a boy, I played with the boys. I've always been a tomboy of sorts. I am a girly girl as well. I have my both sides, and that's what makes me a multidimensional person, just like everyone else on this planet. So I have those days, even now, when I'm just like, I want to dress up, and I do my hair. I dressed up in a really pretty skirt with a lot of lace and frills and really pretty shoes and things like that. But I am, at heart, a tomboy. If I could, I'd rather wear, pants or a comfortable pair of shoes and roam around and kick things and do things like with my body than wear a skirt or a dress. I have moments of both, but I prefer to be a tomboy. So that is how my masculine energies kind of portrayed themselves in my life. I am portraying my masculine energies by behaving more like a man, in the matter that I would, do the things that are more masculine. Not that I'm saying that, females don't play sports or anything, but if you think about the gender stereotypical things, then I was more of a tomboy than more of a girl that I was supposed to be. I didn't play with Barbie dolls. I played with trucks and things like that. So everything has masculine and feminine energies, but what happens in this universe, as with everything else, we are afraid of one or the other. So when I was younger, I was afraid of the feminine energy that was inside of me. I loved the masculine energy. I loved being a tomboy, but I was afraid to be a girl. And whenever I was told to wear a skirt, I felt extremely uncomfortable being that girl. I felt uncomfortable being that feminine creature that I am, that I'm comfortable with now. I love being this feminine, amazing creature that I am now. But in the past, I was afraid of it. I was afraid of myself when I started developing breasts. I hated them because it's a really big part of being a feminine creature, and I despised my boobs. I hated them because I was not comfortable with both energies. I was only comfortable with the masculine energy. I was uncomfortable with the feminine energy. And that happens a lot in our society, where we kind of gravitate towards one and we kind of tamp down or completely try to eliminate the other energy. That's what I did in my life. I loved the masculine energy and I tried to completely eliminate the feminine energy inside of me. In reality, I am an extremely balanced individual. I love the feminine energy and I love the masculine energy. They both have an important role to play in my life. So when I'm working on my business and I'm trying to be tough and I'm trying to hustle, there's a lot of masculine energy involved in it. I want to, be cutthroat and I want to do all of those things. But when I am roaming around through the world and I'm building my relationships, I'm talking to people and I'm commiserating with them and I'm empathizing with them, I bring a lot of my feminine energies into it, a lot of my sympathies and my listening skills and my sensitivities, and all of that stuff comes into play at that point. Both of these skills and both of these energies are required for me to have a successful business. You can't just be a cutthroat person and work your business in that regard, because people will start hating you and you'll have no customers at the end. And you just can't be a really sensitive person all the time either, because people will start taking advantage of you and your business will fail because you won't be making any money. So you need, like I said, you need both of these energies in order to have a successful business. And this is not only for a business matter, but it happens in every single other area of your life, every other relationship that you have, everything else that you're doing, your own bodies. You need to be careful that both masculine and feminine energies are able to perpetuate themselves and are able to be highlighted in your life in equality. It doesn't mean that you kind of perpetuate one more than the other. You have to be careful that both of these energies are going to exist within you, and you have to perpetuate both of them in order to live a balanced life. The unfortunate matter of the society is that males have a really hard time, expressing their feminine energies. If they do so, then they're labeled, as, gay or fags or whatever the ugly words might be in this world. It's horrible. I'm not saying that you should use those words. I'm just saying that this happens in this world, unfortunately, where males have a hard time expressing their feminine energy. So then they are sensitive. When they express their feminine energies, they're put down for it. And that is just the saddest thing on this planet, because all of us need both masculine and feminine energies to be expressed completely and fully and equally in order for us to be complete, whole human beings. We are all multidimensional, beautiful creatures, and in order for us to express ourselves as we are, we need to make sure that both of these amazing dimensions are expressed in equal states. We don't need to express one more than the other. There'll be times and points where you need to express one more than the other, but in general, as an average, as an equal, you have to make sure that both of them are expressed equally. And so once I got over that, fear of being feminine, I stopped, fearing my feminine side. I stopped fearing being a girl. I started embracing it. And I went to the other side. I swung to the other side, to the other extreme, where I became extremely feminine. And I lost all of the masculinity that I had. So I lost all the masculine energies, became extremely sensitive. I became extremely kind and generous. And I became that person where people started taking advantage of me. And I had a really hard time saying no or becoming that person that needs to create boundaries. So what happens as human beings, we swing back and forth. I am right now kind of finding that balance between my masculine and feminine energies. I still haven't found that balance, and it's going to take a long time. Like everything else on this planet, everything requires patience and a long-term view. So if you are working on this balance between masculine and feminine energies, first of all, remember that it's an important thing that you need to work on for sure. Awareness is really important in this, so meditation will help you with that. But keep on working towards it. It's extremely important balance to have, but most of us are missing that balance. And if you can work on it, if you can create that balance in your life, you'd be 100 times better off for it. In general, you'll have this balance in your life where you'll glow from it. You'll become a better person for it. You're going to be becoming better in everything in your life, not only just your business or your personal life or relationships, but everything. I think that the reason a lot of individuals on the planet are so successful is because they found the balance between their feminine and masculine energies, and the people who are not successful are the people who haven't found that balance. So I hope that this podcast helped you. Again, we spoke about the law of gender. It's one of the immutable laws of the universe. If you guys are interested, you can join my free Facebook group, The Millionaire Hippie. If not, I'll talk to you guys next time around. We'll be speaking about another law of the universe. Until then, I say goodbye to you.